Hello there, I didn't see you there. So today we're on the Parsec Aero, the base layer, 14S1P, which I think, from my review at the end of this video, you'll agree, it's a better option to go for. Now, as a reviewer, we get a lot of samey 12S1Ps, 12S4Ps again and again and again. This board is definitely a breath of fresh air as a content creator. And why is that? Mostly because it's had the balls to try something different. Hello there. What's up, dude? I tell you one thing, it never gets boring, those unique interactions you have again and again through eSkate. You never know what's coming out today. Also in the comment section, today is Mr. Elia's birthday.
Happy birthday, dear friend.
This is past tense, it's already happened. Send him a little message and a little sub from me. This is a great opportunity to come. Hometown Asbury Park, NYC. Try something a little bit special with someone special.
He's my special boy.
The big feature about this board, which is, look, it's an e-board. And I think that's the division. And one thing that was really good, from Drew posting his video and my girlfriend watching it, and she was saying, is this an e-board? Because you're demonstrating the kick push functionality. Hello. Alright, it's all good. Does he want to say hello, or is he? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can come say hello. Hello, mate. I'm not going to deny a dog's love. So yeah, as I was saying, she was watching Drew's video, and she said, is this a electric e-board? Because the big strength about this board is that it's that unity between traditional longboarding and e-boarding. And the thing that every e-board has, like, an objective, a goal, and this is about bringing that kind of synergy between traditional e-boarding and eSkate. And what's nice, as an e-boarder for like 5-6 years, it's wanting to make me put my foot down, connect with the world, and, like, you know, let's just drop this, you know, let's bring it back to grassroots and just cruise on this thing. And the reason why this is only possible is to do with the Drivetrain system. Now, what's nice about the Drivetrain for this board, as you can see, it's using these things called idlers here, which means it minimalizes the resistance on the belt, so this thing can cruise for miles, miles and miles. But what's good about it as well is that it gives you versatility to easily take this belt off without any screws, and to put a brand new one out without using any additional tools. So if you're going out, you don't need an extra skate tool because you're riding the street. With the CNC motor mounts, actually incorporates a nice little handle, and you can use this to kick the board up. Once again, a lot of this has been thought about. And yeah, you can kind of connect and kick push, and you're like, need to send it. It's a little board, there's a little bit of power. It's got a lot of noise to give. Oh my god. Gotta be careful if this thing is underlying naughty, isn't it? So yeah, surprisingly enough, we talk a lot about specs as reviewers. About power, batteries, numbers, la la da da da. What does that even mean? What it means doesn't really matter until you try some things. And I think as reviewers and content creators, we try to bridge the gap between what specs mean and what they mean in reality. Now, the battery that is paired with this board actually has two different flavors you can pick. You have the 14S1P, which is 220 watts, or you can get the extended range version with a 14S2P at a mere $200 difference for double the range, which I think is a very, very good deal. The battery for the 14S2 goes to a capacity of 444 watts and gives you ranges between 14 miles for the base model, and for the extended range version you can get up to 32 miles. Now that is average at a 75 kilo rider. Now for my testing from this board, we're looking more about the 12 mile range, but that is a hybrid of heavy riding, heavier guy and some massive wind. Jesus, the wind is terrible in Asbury at the moment. What's nice about this board is that a lot of boards you have which do run out of range, you are stuck with that miserable kick pushing mentality trying to get it to the nearest closest charger. Now with this board is designed for kick pushing. You can easily hot swap the belts of this without any tools and make it a full kick push only board, alleviating the resistance so you can ride as far as you want without having the motors fighting against you, which is a big win. Now the charger that comes with this board has two different options, but the fast charger charges this complete board in less than what, 29 minutes or less from 0 to 100, which is absolutely insane. Now the charger, I shall get the charger. So the charger, as you can see, this is the fast charger. Now most boards, this is the standard size charger, but what's nice about the fast charger is that it's still baggable and pocketable. You can take this fast charger out with you for the coffee shop, group rides, whatever you need to do, and it's not invasive where this thing's going to be so big in your bag that it's going to be a pain to get it going. In fact, you'll be charging and riding faster than almost every single other board that you're going to take to the group ride. And the charging port being hidden in the truck of the board with a very nice firm cap. If you haven't seen my Instagram reel, it explains how I feel about the cap. It does have a really nice cover, and with the lock-in feature, you know this is going to be nice firm connection. And in 30 minutes, you're out riding again. With the twin motors, with the power output being just under 3,000 watts of power, it doesn't actually need those giant motors because it's a lot of give and take. And I feel like the objective of this board has been met about a lightweight, dynamic, accessible, easy, free-rolling board, and they've kept to the guns the whole way through and haven't gone into that trap with putting gigantic motors on it, gigantic batteries, and taking away the big feature about this board, which is its portability and the line between kit pushing, traditional e-boarding. It's a different kind of deck, we'll talk about that next. Traditional e-skate, traditional longboarding, and downhill influence. Now everybody, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, size is important. Size is important. Now the width for these trucks is just around 10 inches, which is plenty big enough. Now with those 80mm wheels, it gives you a nice unique footprint. I've not seen this proportion of board do before. It's not a small board, it's not mid board, it's kind of its own unique category, which is incredibly refreshing as a reviewer. It's not another 12S 2P, 12S 4P copycat cookie cutter board. It's a start of a new chapter of eSkate, which is very, very exciting. Isn't it, Drew?
Meat and chips, it's very exciting.
Fuck your chips! As I was saying when I was plotting my feet, what's nice about the deck of this board is that it's that matte carbon finish, and it's a double drop down deck, but it's not enormous. What's nice about that double drop down is you know exactly where your front foot and rear foot feet are at all times. You're not searching around. Do you know what I am a sucker of with e-boards? It's the sound it makes. With those kind of like more suitable lightweight motors. When you kind of cruise in it, it's fine, but when you want to give a little, it wakes up. And being 35 going on 5 brings a smile every time. It's like, oh, I'm cruising, and I'm like, wait, little tease, wait, little tease. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I can't get up this thing, can I? I'm not allowed this curve. I'm not allowed to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elia is watching me with hawk American bald eagle eyes, because I've never seen a man so possessive, more than his own family, over a skateboard his entire life. Whee! The double drop-down deck is definitely influenced by downhill longboarding and traditional e-skate. And I feel like a lot of time with e-boarding, we miss our roots and our heritage of where we're at. And a lot of like lightweight mini boards, and it's not a mini board, it's its own territory. A lot of smaller boards are like, it's just to kind of navigate the city in a lightweight, different way. This bridges that gap between a lightweight, powerful board. So you've got that power when needed. And I tell you what, this deck, I feel so planted. It almost feels like one of those like go-kart-esque F1 style where you're really low down and you feel connected with everything. Oh my God! Oh! I almost lost my hat there. I literally almost lost my hat there. Probably not the best auditory. If the audio is terrible, we're going out again. I'm sorry. But what's nice about the wheels is that they're hot swappable really easily. They've got that Kegel design. So it means you've got all Kaguamas, you've got all the Kegel different wheels, the mad wheels, and you can kind of, if you have a particular wheel, it's easy to swap it with this. And I think that quick swappable system means you can really tune the board how you like. What's interesting actually, with the smaller 14S1P battery, it's staying consistent over the entire length of the battery. I don't feel like I have range anxiety with a small board, which is weird to say. Now the battery of choice is the P45Bs, which keep that consistent range over the whole scope of the battery. Like, this is like the perfect territory between cruising and sending it. It's definitely a unique board for sure. Just because it's a lighter board doesn't mean we scrimped in some of the aspects of making it cheap or less performance. These are the things we've had in eSkate for 3 to 4 years, but they've always been on those high-end $3,000 to $4,000 boards. It's nice to see that technology trickling down to accessible, lightweight riding, and it's using everything we've learned along the ways into a package to make something pretty sick.
Now, what can I say about the Aero Pro other than it is the lightweight revolution of eSkate that we didn't know that we needed? This board was an absolute breath of fresh air for me, and it was a lot of fun. Having a board that is quick, nimble, lightweight and agile all in one, and at a price point of under just $114 for the base model, and for an additional $200 you can double the range for the 14S2 model. I think this board is going to be a new direction in eSkate, starting a new way of riding, bringing it back to humble eSkate beginnings, stop, coffee breaks, charges and out for loads and loads of fun. In a summary, the Aero Pro is one of the most refreshing boards and exciting boards I've reviewed in a very long time. And what I can say, I'm really excited to see what's coming up with Parsec in the future, and we've almost come back to those boosted days of simple outdoor adventurous riding, social interactions at the coffee shop, and then back out for quick sends with the gang. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any other questions that I haven't answered in this video, put them in the description below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. And as always, stay safe, stay shredding, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!